I'm here today to talk about the top grossing movie franchises of all time. The reason we decided to look at this right now is because, of course, The Hobbit is coming out this week. The Hobbit is part of the Lord of the Rings franchise, which actually ranks 9th on our list. But if the Hobbit movies earn as much per film as the Lord of the Rings films did, then The Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings as a franchise has a chance to become the second highest grossing franchise of all time. In 5th place is Batman with $3.7 billion. The Batman franchise has earned that much money at the global box office, mostly thanks to the newest films. So if you look at The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rising, that's $2 billion right there. The rest of that money is rounded out by Batman Begins and then, of course, the Tim Burton Batman films. The question now for Batman is, are they going to reboot the franchise? Where does it go from here? In 4th place is Pirates of the Caribbean with $3.73 billion at the box office. Now, the pirate movies have become less popular over time in the US. They're not very critically acclaimed, but where we've seen the pirate films explode is overseas. So the most recent film, Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides, earned about 75% of its total box office overseas. In 3rd place on our list is the James Bond franchise with $3.9 billion. Now, I was surprised to see James Bond ranking so high. Of all the franchises on our list, it has the most films. So you have 23 films in this series. But for the most part, they don't earn a ton of money. The big change here is Skyfall. It's on its way to $1 billion. I mean, this movie is doing so well. I don't think anybody anticipated it. It'll be interesting to see if this is a trend that continues or if Skyfall turns out to be a one-off for the franchise. In 2nd place on our list is Star Wars with $4.5 billion. That's obviously a ton of money, and we're looking at 6 films here. Films that have been re-released, some have been made into 3D. Disney just bought Lucasfilm, and they are planning another Star Wars film in 2016. There's 3 more planned. There's no limit to how many more Star Wars movies they can make. But the big question is, can Star Wars become the top grossing franchise? That's going to be pretty hard because our top grossing franchise of all time is Harry Potter. Harry Potter has earned $7.7 billion at the global box office. Harry Potter, of course, is at an end, but that doesn't mean we're not going to see a Harry Potter reboot at some point, or maybe Harry Potter spin-offs, or maybe a movie about Albus Dumbledore as a child. Who knows? Like Star Wars, Harry Potter is a vast universe that Warner Brothers can mine. I think as long as J.K. Rowling can maybe provide insight, as long as they want to reboot it and start again from the beginning. Franchises are the engines that drive these movie studios today. No studio is going to stop a franchise or let go of it if there's still more they think they can get out of it. So with The Hobbit, Lord of the Rings has a chance to climb pretty high, but it's probably never going to beat Harry Potter.